Ibrahim Karanja has been following up on that story and now joins us from Nyeri. Ibrahim, there's a legal question surrounding the impeachment of the governor. What are legal minds saying?
Well, indeed, Ashley, that legal aspect of this particular impeachment motion is not only bringing interests here or in Kirinyaga or across the country, but I also expect it will be a subject that will be discussed in the Senate, owing to the legal minds in there and the power that that particular house has. And this is in regards to whether the county assembly actually followed the law despite that court order and went ahead to impeach Governor Anne Waiguru. The court order, the ruling made by Justice Weldon Korir, that said that the House could not sit until such a time that the country will have contained the COVID-19 pandemic. The Speaker of the County Assembly, Anthony Gathombi, saying that there are signs that the country has contained COVID-19 pandemic, thus the House had to proceed with its mandate. And I want to engage lawyer Wahome Gikonyo to break down for us and tell us what exactly, or whether there is any law, or actually the House was in contempt of court by proceeding with this particular motion. And this will be a very brief interview, Wakili. Was the House in contempt of court to proceed with the motion to impeach Governor Waiguru?
In my view, the House was not, though that would depend on who is interpreting that order. But looking at the circumstances in the country and what the Ministry of Health has done of late, opening Kwale, opening Kilifi, allowing the two houses of parliament, that is the Senate and the National Assembly, to be meeting, allowing parliamentary group meetings of more than 122 people to meet, and having no sanctions, allowing people to meet in Kanjiando, having parties of more than 40 people. The County Assembly had only about 30 members. And therefore, if you look at what the order had said, until the government contains the COVID-19 pandemic, then the County Assembly was not in contempt of court. And it was within the law to proceed with the business of the day, which was to proceed with the motion. The governor was given a chance to come and be heard, but she declined to present herself to be interrogated and listen to the charges facing her.
So some of the reasons that the governor gave for not appearing at the House, which she also took to court and which Justice Weldon Korir considered while issuing his ruling, is that the governor said that she had underlying conditions and thus she could not go outside, given that there is that government directive for that anyone with underlying conditions cannot go outside. Thus she could not access her office, she could not access documents, and she could not defend herself at the assembly. Don't you think that her rights were violated?
We live in Kenya, and we see and observe the activities of people out there. We have been seeing her meeting with the residents of Kirinyaga, holding meetings and meeting other people. Does it mean that coming to the assembly itself would endanger her health in any way? Truly, that was an excuse other than the reason. Yes.
Wakili, due to time, this is a conversation that we shall go on, of course, with and let our viewers understand from the legal perspective of this particular issue. But actually, that is what is happening. The legal minds putting their heads into this particular matter, and also we are looking to see whether even before the Senate decides on the way forward on this particular motion, whether Governor Anne Waiguru will actually seek legal redress, go back to the courts and say that, you know what, this motion continued despite a court order, so we need sort of to quash the decision that was made. We want to see also if the courts will grant that, if at all she'll go to the courts, or if the Senate will actually bring up these issues, or rather if these issues will come up in the Senate, and what the legal minds in the Senate will have to say about this particular matter. Ashley.
All right, thank you very much, Ibrahim Karanja, for that. Now, different reactions continue trickling in regarding that impeachment motion of Governor Anne Waiguru. Away from that, Court Secretary Francis